Hi Taurus, welcome to my channel, The Fool's Journey Tarot. This is a general love reading for the sign of Taurus for this upcoming week of March and going into April. If you're brand new to my channel or unfamiliar with my readings, check out the description box below for more information. For everybody watching, this is a general love reading, so it can pertain to anything, relationships, situations and circumstances surrounding family, home, work, whatever you can think of, it might apply. Be flexible with the energy. Don't be concerned about the gender of the cards. You might feel like I'm reading for you. You could potentially feel like you're cross-watching for somebody that you're dealing with. My intention is always to reach people who need the message the most and who will benefit in some way from the message. So hopefully this will resonate. Part of it might resonate, other parts may not. Take what does and leave behind what doesn't. Okay, Taurus? So we're going to get started. I want to give this deck one or two more shuffles, and then we'll see what's going on with you guys in this upcoming week. Late March, early April. Here we go. So we're going to start off with the Five of Swords in reverse and the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Five of Pentacles, the Nine of Swords in reverse, Ten of Wands in reverse, the Ace of Cups in reverse, the King of Cups in reverse, and the Page of Swords in reverse. So the first thing that I noticed and that I thought of Taurus when I saw this set of cards is that there might be some unrest within a family situation. You might be looking at leaving behind a conflict or trying to end one within a family unit or with family members. I get that with the Ten of Pentacles in reverse and this Five of Swords. It feels like whatever transpired between you and the people or person that you're dealing with, it kind of left you feeling like nothing came of it, or there was no good that came out of it, or feeling the sense of lacking. If there was some kind of conflict or disruption, it's almost like nobody won the fight, that it was all for naught type of feeling. And that maybe the only thing that came out of it was a lost connection, lost respect, lost loyalty, some kind of loss within a relationship or an actual relationship itself. I get the feeling that this King of Cups may represent the person that you're dealing with, and I have a feeling that there might be some reluctance to communicate with this individual or to contact this person or them, you. This person feels emotionally disconnected, feels distant, maybe unwilling to express how they feel, unwilling to show emotion, unwilling to make a connection with you. And again, this could be the person that you're dealing with. That's what it feels like most strongly to me. And this could be, again, a family member. Somebody that you're very close to that might feel like family if it's not family. And I do feel this sense of an ending of a conflict or leaving something behind, letting something go, letting something kind of fizzle out, that kind of sense. So the Four of Wands in reverse and the Devil in reverse. The Moon. Nine of Swords in the upright this time, clarifying the Nine of Swords in the reverse. 8 of Wands in reverse. Five of Pentacles again. 9 of Cups. And the King of Pentacles. So Taurus, I feel like the King of Pentacles might be your energy. This is somebody who is very grounded, a hard worker, a loyal individual. This can indicate a father figure. You can be a woman and embody this energy. Just remember that. This is somebody who provides for others, protects others. Again, somebody who's very loyal and compassionate, loving. I get the feeling like this King of Cups, the person that you're dealing with, this could also represent you. I might change my mind about that, but this feels like someone that you're dealing with, and I feel like this person wants you to make contact with them, or wants you to approach them, or and somehow bridge the gap. I don't feel like they want to be the responsible party to do that. But right now with this Page of Swords in reverse, I feel like there's an unwillingness or lack of desire to communicate or to connect with this individual. They might be hoping that you come forward to initiate some kind of conversation. Again, I feel like whatever conflict this was created a certain amount of instability within a family unit or within this connection or relationship itself. Something broke because of this conflict. And the cards might be indicating that it's time to come out of this, to make amends, to try to work through some things. With the Devil energy in reverse, that it's time to maybe see if you can't make things right. Because I feel like right now, one or both, or all parties involved, because I feel like this could be a family situation, not just between you and one other person, but possibly other people are involved or at least affected, that there's this sense that nothing came of it. There was no resolution. Nobody was proven to be right over the other person. There was no victory, no victor. Instead, what was left with, what I feel like both parties or everybody involved was left with was nothing. That it just kind of fizzled, and I get the sense that there's this confusion or mystery surrounding where to go from here, what to do now. Because nobody can stand up and say, see, I was right. I'm the one who can claim victory in this situation. Instead, what there is just a lack of movement, lack of communication, lack of willingness to take any action. Nobody wants to bear the brunt of responsibility, to come forward and try to make amends with the situation. Instead, what we're left with is lost relationships, lost connection, loss of loyalty, loss of respect, lost love. And again, Five of Pentacles lacking. And I don't feel like, you know, Pentacles, the five of Pentacles can indicate lack of resources or feeling put out or financially unstable. To me, this feels more like, I mean, it could be that too, but to me, this feels more like it's about the connection itself, that there's some lost love here, lost respect, and an unwillingness to make amends or to admit fault, or to be the first person to approach the other, you know, that kind of thing, like who's going to make the move first. I think there's a desire for that. especially coming from this King of Cups. Although he's very detached, very unwilling to admit that there is anything left here. I feel like this person wants some kind of communication or some kind of approach by Taurus, this King of Pentacles. But right now, Taurus, I feel like you're reluctant. But you're in the upright, which is, I mean, this is good news. It's possible that you may have worked through some things on your own. Maybe you've worked through what went wrong or your responsibility within the matter, what you were responsible for. But right now, things remain unstable. There's no resolution, and I feel very little, if any, communication or willingness to take some kind of action or initiate some kind of contact. There's the Ten of Wands again in reverse. Two of Cups. There's the Ace of Cups again in reverse on the bottom of the deck. Page of Pentacles. The Emperor. Ace of Pentacles. Six of Cups. Two of Pentacles in reverse. And the King of Swords in reverse. Okay, so this connection between you and this king, and again, don't be concerned about the gender of the cards, but I am dealing with two separate king energies on the table, and I do feel like this is a significant relationship to you. What that looks like is going to be different for everybody. This can be like I said, a family member, a friend. It can be a partner. It doesn't feel romantic, but it could be. This could be a coworker or business partner. This could be a lifelong friend, but this is a significant relationship nonetheless. And there's some disharmony here, some disruption in this relationship. I feel like there is an attempt by one or both. It could be both parties. It feels like both parties are trying to let this conflict go, walk away from it, maybe leave it in the past. But things remain unstable still. And there is this unknown. I feel like there's an unknown that we're dealing with here. It's possible because there's been a lack of communication, maybe over a period of time, that one or both parties or all involved are unsure about where each one stands with the other, because there's been a lack of contact, communication, interaction. The Page of Pentacles to me indicates giving up, throwing in the towel, not pursuing your goals, feeling incapable or unwilling because it's too hard or it's too challenging or you just don't feel like you have what it takes. And then there's a sense with this Emperor energy, and I feel like this could be one or both of you, that there's a sense that you're trying to maintain a certain amount of excuse me, control regarding the possible anxiety or the mental anguish that one or both of you could be dealing with regard to whatever this is for you, this interaction, this relationship, this conflict. That, in other words, you don't want to be the one to show the other party that this whatever happened between the two of you is causing you any grief. The fact that this King of Cups is disconnected in some way, shape, or form is really a mistake on his part. Because, and again, it could be, you know, this Emperor energy trying to maintain face, trying to stay out of his head, trying to look like the stronger party of the two, because again, I don't feel like there was any victor in this fight or conflict. There was no resolution. There was nobody that could say, I walked away from this situation being the one who was correct or right, or the one who won the fight. There is none of that. But the fact that this King of Cups is maintaining a certain level of distance from you, emotional distance, disconnect, is a mistake on his part. And I feel too that there could be a lack of or unwillingness to connect or communicate, because I feel like this king could be embodying this King of Swords energy, which is either an unwillingness to communicate or connect, or if you are having some kind of interaction or communication with this person, it feels like this person could be very abrupt, short, maybe a little cutting with his words, maybe lacking an ability to communicate with some compassion, this King of Swords energy, in that I feel like there's an unwillingness to put forth any energy into this relationship or connection because of the anticipation of how this king might react or how this king might respond. I think that if this King of Cups showed some compassion and loyalty in your direction, Taurus, you might be more willing to see if things can be made better between the two of you, see if you can't heal, because again, this is a significant relationship, one that you've probably built over time. If it's not a family member, this is somebody that you're very close to. This is a Six of Cups energy. It means that this is a soulmate, and by that I don't necessarily mean that it's a romantic connection that you're meant to spend the rest of your life with. This is somebody that you may have a soul contract with, that you're meant to spend some time here in this 3D realm, learning life lessons, experiencing things together, growing spiritually together. And the fact that there's this disconnect or unwillingness to communicate really ultimately is a missed opportunity. Because I think that there's something significant here between the two of you, Taurus. And again, I think that this King of Cups would like you to approach or would like you to initiate coming together again, maybe talking, working through things, but he's unwilling to do his part as well. So there is this reluctance. Let's get some more cards on the table. Taurus, let's see what else we can come up with. We have the Hangman and the Devil, clarifying the Devil in reverse. So which path do you choose? Do you choose to heal, or do you choose to dwell in this shadow energy? Do you let the devil win by refusing to make a move, by refusing to reconcile or make amends? Wheel of Fortune. There's the Five of Pentacles for the third time, clarifying this Nine of Swords. I do feel like there's a lot of mental anxiety, uncertainty, fear surrounding the idea that things will never be the same, that you're left with the demise of this relationship, that it can't be repaired. There's the Page of Pentacles in reverse again. Because there's this reluctance, there's this stubbornness that I'm feeling, mostly from this King of Cups. And again, you could be either one of these people, whatever resonates for you, Taurus. So you could very well be this King of Cups, but this King of Cups is reluctant. And it might be that he just doesn't want to make the same mistake again, or he's not certain about his own ability to make amends for what has happened. The Seven of Cups in reverse. Justice in reverse. And the Nine of Pentacles clarifying this King of Pentacles, which to me indicates, again, that uncertainty, not feeling secure enough, not feeling like you have what it takes to make an approach or communicate or initiate. And whatever this King of Cups is hoping for right now is unwarranted, not the right thing. Again, I just get this feeling like there's a little bit of self-serving energy coming off of this King of Cups. Like he's just not willing to accept responsibility or show any vulnerability when it comes to this King of Pentacles, again, who I believe is you, Taurus. And because he's not willing to show any vulnerability, that word is hard for me to say, he's also not really, he's not doing his part to set up the scene or set the stage for a reconnection or for reconciliation. Does that make sense, Taurus? I think this King of Pentacles is accepting responsibility, has done the work. You know, one of these parties has done the work. One of these parties is no longer dwelling in the shadow energy, and one of these parties is hanging on to the shadow energy and just not willing to budge right now. And so right now, you know, you're stuck. You're stuck thinking about, wondering about whether or not this situation, this relationship is going to remain unstable and broken. Because you can't, you know, I feel like the conflict was left behind by both or all parties involved, but I feel like one party, the King of Pentacles, has done the work, has accepted his level of responsibility within this conflict, and the other party has not, is what I'm getting more than anything. And if it's a one-sided affair, it's just not going to work. Right, Taurus? You know, you can't bear the entire, you can't bear all of the responsibility in this situation, because conflict takes two and resolution takes two or more. If it's a group situation, again with this Ten of Pentacles, I feel like the conflict is at the very least affecting other people who are connected to you or closely related or, you know, close enough to be affected by the situation. So here's the Nine of Swords again for the third time in reverse. And the Four of Wands again, this time in the upright position. The Tower. Strength in reverse. The Chariot. There's the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. There's the King of Cups in the upright position, clarifying the King of Cups in reverse. And the Ace of Cups. Well, this last set just confirmed what I've been feeling from the beginning, that there is just this uncertainty. There is this level of not really knowing. Where do we go from here? Is it going to get better? Will we be able to repair the situation or not? What's it going to be? And it all relies upon whether or not both parties are willing to do their part. Both parties, I feel, already have left behind the conflict. Unfortunately, both parties are trying to maintain this level of, or air, or perception of strength. Trying to maintain this level of control. And you can only do that by putting on a front, right? By putting on a mask. By pretending that things are not affecting you when in reality, it's all you've got on your mind is what happened in the past and the fact that it's not repaired and the fact that it's going nowhere. But again, there's a sense with this Emperor out here, the sense of wanting to save face, wanting to maintain a level of control, because there's a lack of courage here to make amends, to come forward, to accept responsibility, and as a result, you're moving forward with a missed opportunity, with a lack of opportunity, having given up the situation, unwillingness to move forward in the right direction. So this Queen of Pentacles could be somebody that is affected by the demise of this relationship or this conflict. I feel like this Queen of Pentacles is connected to this King of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles can indicate somebody who, this is a mothering type figure, but it could be somebody who feels like she needs some self-care, is maybe not capable of putting others first right now because she might feel left out or victimized or hurt or distant. I feel like this person could potentially be, again, another Six of Cups energy, somebody that you're very close to, but unfortunately, due to the circumstances at hand, is also left feeling lacking, feeling like they're left with nothing, feeling like whatever occurred not only has gone unresolved, but the aftermath has everybody feeling like they're lacking. The connection's lost, opportunities are lost, stability is lost. There might be an attempt, this King of Cups might be working through some things. With him coming up in the upright in this last set of cards, it's possible that he failed in the past to show his true colors, to show his loyalty, to express himself. And maybe he's working on that. Maybe he's trying to make things better. I mean, that's the first step, is to work through this kind of energy on your own first, before you invite people in who maybe you've wronged or who have wronged you. Because there is a significant connection here, one that is probably in need of repair, Taurus. So, honestly, this reading is pretty clear cut. There's a lot of repeats on the table. Right now, the way it looks, and it could be different for everybody, so you could be, dealing with this from the past. This might be a recent situation that you've gone through, and maybe you're in the process of working things through with this King of Cups, King of Pentacles, whoever you are in this reading. Just know that it looks like there's still some unrest, still some uncertainty, still dwelling in maybe a little bit of fear, feeling a lack of courage. But this relationship is worth saving based on what I'm seeing in the cards. And other people are being affected by it. So it's not something that can just be left and not dealt with. The conflict can be left behind. You can always find a way to look past problems that have occurred between you and this person and try to work through the present time, make amends and repair the relationship in the present time by letting go of what happened in the past. But this relationship's the Six of Cups. Two of Cups indicates to me that this is a relationship worth saving and one that's worth hanging on to, but both parties have to be willing. I'm going to take both of these cards, Taurus. We have King of Air in reverse, which is the King of Swords, and then we have Destiny. King of Air is the King of Swords. He did come out in your reading, and I did feel like this was this King of Cups energy. And Destiny, I will read both of these cards, although the court cards are pretty similar to the traditional Rider-Waite meanings. I'm going to read the King of Air first. And because he's in reverse, it's considered a potential blockage. It's relatively short, just about a third of a page. So here we go. Again, I feel like this probably represents the person you're dealing with, but it could represent you as well. Taurus, just so you're aware. The King of Air reversed represents a man who is extremely intelligent and charming and sadly cruel. He is someone who takes delight in using his mental acuity to cut people down and make others feel less confident and sure of themselves. He likes to have people second-guessing themselves, and because he also possesses a gift for convincing others that he is well-intentioned and has only their best interest at heart, people seek out his advice. But he is a power seeker who likes to play mind games, and he wants to dominate and control, not because he is emotionally broken or wounded, but because it makes him feel powerful. He does it just because he can. If you have someone of this nature in your life, the King of Air reversed represents a need to cut ties and protect yourself from another's manipulation or desire to control you, or in turn, a need or desire you might have to control and manipulate others. Only pain will come from this relationship or behavior. So again, I feel like this is the person that could potentially be dwelling in some shadow energy right now, and he needs to come to terms with things first before you reconnect with this individual. And so you're probably rightfully so feeling insecure about connecting or communicating or initiating communication because of this person's energy right now. That's what that indicates to me. So let's read Destiny. And this one is one of the major arcana cards, and these are all very different. I opened up right to it. I love it when that happens. These are all major arcana, but they have very different meanings, and this one is about a page and a half, not too long, about a page. Okay, Taurus, here we go. The Destiny card represents the 8th reason for being, to embrace your destiny. Your destiny is twofold. You have a universal destiny and a personal destiny. Your universal destiny is to become whole and connected, to find your center, to overcome all that destroys your peace, to face your fears, let go of hurts, and love yourself and your life with unreserved delight. You also have a personal destiny, and that destiny involves seeking and following your bliss. Your destiny is to find and lead a life that has meaning and purpose, but your destiny is not going to be found out there in the world. You must step inside and explore your heart and mind. Your destiny is not predetermined. It is a choice you will make based on your inherent gifts and talents. To meet your destiny, you must first discover and recognize what those gifts and talents are, and then work to use them for the benefits of self and others. To know you have a destiny or multiple destinies can give a sense of purpose and confidence. It can bring you joy, peace, and fulfillment. However, your journey toward meeting your destiny can be full of obstacles and trials, like the quests of old. This is your quest, but instead of seeking an intangible holy grail, you move towards something tangible and real. There are activities and interests that inspire your passion and love that make you feel complete and imbue you with a sense of rightness. It is those things that you are destined to do. It could be gardening, it could be painting, it could be fixing broken things and repurposing them. It could be healing, it could be protection, it could be anything. But the key to recognize it is how it makes you feel and what you are willing to do in order to make it the key part of your life, a key part of your life. You are never too old or too young to seek your divine purpose. So honestly, what I got from that, Taurus, is that you are an integral part of this king's growth, spiritual growth. And this king is going to probably learn something from you. And this relationship is part of your destiny. You two are probably meant to work through some of this conflict together within your life, because you are a 6 of Cups energy with this king. You're meant to learn life lessons together, but right now, this king is dealing with some shadow energy, and I think through your connection and through your interactions and hopefully through your resolution within this relationship, this king will learn and grow, and once again, maybe you two can come back together the way things used to be and make this connection work out the way it's supposed to work out. So I'm going to leave that here, Taurus. I hope you got something out of this reading. If it did resonate, give me a like, share, subscribe, leave a comment if you want. I always appreciate those. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope I see you again soon. Bye, Taurus.